Hi guys, here's another tutorial. This one is a stacking nesting bowl set. So if you take your clay, you're going to have about £1.5 pounds of clay for this. Cut the clay into half. You could do that with a knife, or I'm using an old credit card. And then the second piece you want to divide into thirds, and you'll need 2/3 for one of the bowls and 1/3 for the smallest bowl. So you'll end up with 3 pieces, a big piece, a medium piece and a small piece. So if you start with the small piece, and you're going to roll that in your hand. You roll it about on the table to make it a bit rounder. And then you're going to put your thumb into the centre of that piece of clay. If you support it in your other hand, then you'll have a nice rounded bottom. You're going to be pinching the clay, and you pinch and turn and pinch and turn quite vertically with your fingers, because it'll naturally start opening up into a bowl shape. Try and get down to the bottom so there's not a big wodge of clay at the bottom of the bowl, and just gently squeeze. The most important thing is that the bowl is even thickness all the way round. Then take the second piece, and then you're going to do exactly the same thing again. So rolling it into a ball, thumb into the centre. So you might want to go a little bit lower into this one. And then just marry those up and see if you need to make the second one a little bit bigger. You might need to pull that out a little bit more. And then you can move on to your bigger piece. If you put them upside down, it stops them from drooping outwards. So your final bowl, the same thing. You might need to just rotate it round and press on the inside to pull it out a little bit. And then just marry those up again, just to make sure that they slot nicely one in the other. Keep them quite organic, they're supposed to be organic forms. If they are drooping a little bit, you can put a bit of paper in a bowl and just nest them in a bowl just as they're drying to the leather hard stage. But don't do any more to these now until they're leather hard, so that's when it looks like hard cheese. So once the clay is leather hard, you can take a spoon to burnish the surface, and that will get any humps and bumps out, or you can take your credit card again and just smooth over the surface. And then you can take some foliage from the garden, so choose something that's got some nice ribs and veins on it that will imprint really well into your bowls. Lay that into your bowl, and again press in with your fingers to start with, and then you can use the back of a spoon just to press those nicely into the clay. Once you've imprinted them in, you can just peel them off, and they'll look fairly faint, the imprints, but once we get some oxides into those prints, they'll show up really lovely. Repeat the process of using this back of a spoon, cleaning them up and with the sponge, and then just write your initials into each one, because if you imagine I've got lots of little bowls everywhere, I need to know whose bowls are whose. And then once you've done that, you can just check them out one last time to make sure they'll all stack together. Et voila! Thank you for watching, and look out for the next tutorial.